Time for baseball of the minor league variety as the show brings you coverage from the AAA East. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Buffalo. It's baseball on the show, and it's Alexi Ramirez. Striding in is Craig Bollinger. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. Now, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Behind 0-2 now. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here he comes again, 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Here now is Adam Hazley.
Leading up.
First pitch on the way.
The center fielder.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Grounded slowly to the left side. Reined in. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Down the third baseline. Throw won't get him. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. First pitch of the AB now. Simone Muziani is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Number 19 is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Gamble gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. At the plate now is Luis Garcia, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Behind 0-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Craig Bollinger trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. No balls and 1 strike. Pops this one up. Lozano shading to his right. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. Bottom of the inning now, and striding forward the designated hitter, Donovan Solano.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
That brings up Pavin Smith as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. A bullet to first base. Tag, and he's out as he can't get back in time. Bases are empty here with 2 away, and Adam Hazley digs in now.
The center fielder.
No balls and a strike to count.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Come on, guys. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. No, that's low. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Digging in will be Hanser Alberto. He leads off from the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base paths if they can get somebody on. That's a surprising late swing on a heater, middle cut right there. In a fastball count, he's going to have to turn it up a notch.
Hand has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Next to dig in, Simone Muzziotti. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch of the AB now. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Hey, we got 1. Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Simone Muzziotti becomes the second out in the bottom of the 5th. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 5 innings have been no problem. Digging in, the switch hitter, Luis Garcia, will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
And that's the first out. Digging in next, Johan Rojas. First time up, he went down looking. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And Ross throws a breaking ball to freeze him up and catch him looking.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Froze him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
The relay, but he is in there.
Well, they've been struggling at the dish all game long, so stringing 2 hits back-to-back, one of them for extras, is a sign that they've got some life in them. We'll see if they can cash in here.
Haven Smith is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1, and it's 1-1. Bollinger, the runner at 3rd. Solano at 2nd with 2 gone, and that misses 2-1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 pitch.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Hey, too late. Too late.
He set the payoff pitch. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Payoff pitch on its way. Hit hard to short. And that's through, a base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 3-2 contest.
Boy, D-Row, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count.
Oh, wow, what a stop. Wow. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors in a run. Jacob Barnes will take over on the mound. 9-7, the final score in this ball game. The Bisons put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Zach Ross hangs win number 11 on his line. Adam Simber records the save, his 25th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Buffalo Bisons and the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. John Duplantier starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
The designated hitter, Zach Walk.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Zach Ross comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, man, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax. Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
The 1-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And it's fouled away. Now another 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moniak is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Zach Ross. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 34 home runs now on the year. As they take the lead, it's 2-1.
2 home runs in 3 days? I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start.
Next to hit, Zach Ross comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the AB on its way. Choi gets his lead at first, nobody out. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Struck him out.
That's just quality pitching.
Zach Ross will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at this 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. From the stretch, and a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down. Next to stand in is Zach Ross. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to 3rd. The second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. 9-3 the final tally. never wait. Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at T-Mobile Park has been closed for comfort. It'll be the youngsters with the chance to shine here, the Futures game between the National League Futures and the Future Stars from the American League. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Zach Ross, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Now into the box, Carlos Sepulveda. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Sepulveda. First pitch.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
Jacob Amaya stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
A bouncer to the left side. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. He thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you got to let go on.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Gone!
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
3 runs already home here. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Come on, big guy. You strike out.
On the ground to the left side. And that's the second out. Next to hit is Grant Levine. First offering on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So now here is Dylan Thomas. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Runs up and gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Next, here is Gabriel Moreno.
The catcher.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he popped him up. And this is going to be a foul ball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Right side, hit hard. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
He collected a base hit his first time up. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. Tried to test the arm. Simeon Woods Richardson, a right-handed reliever standing.
Boy, we were treated to a wild one here, weren't we? Gotta love a game when you score 13 runs and it doesn't end up in a blowout. Tons of really good at-bats to look back on.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. Till the end. We've got baseball from the home of the 2015 World Champs, Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, the Stars are out in this minor league all-star matchup between the AAA West All-Stars and the AAA East All-Stars. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Number 16 will be on the mound for the away team in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, if you're looking for innings out of your starting pitcher, you're looking at the right guy. This guy seems to deliver more often than not, going deep into the games. He's one of those guys you feel really confident that could go into that 7th, 8th, and even the 9th inning. Workhorse.
McKenna. First pitch. 7-0.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. fouled away.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Ready with another 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Perfect baseball weather, 82 degrees at first pitch tonight. And he fouls this one off. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Gotta love the battle we're seeing right out of the gates in this game. That's 7 pitches now, and if this is any indication, we're in for a good contest here.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Robert McKenna goes down for the first out of the game. Zach Veen comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
Marshall Dotson is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Now it's 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Yanked hard down the left field line. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard-hit line drive.
Julio Rodriguez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Fouled off.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Here comes the 1-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location. Right down the middle, but he got away with it.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Julio Rodriguez goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Cody.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Cody Hosey is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Veen at third. Dotson on at second with 2 down. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. On to second, but he's in safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play. So now to the plate, Michael Tobia. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Bureau, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in 2.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward now is the shortstop, C.J. Hinojosa, hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the 2nd. Next up is Luis Santana.
Batting 8.
Had him reaching that time. Strike 1.
You get a swing like that, you know the hitter made up his mind he was swinging no matter what on that pitch.
We got one here. We got one.
Line drive base hit. Throw into second.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking 2 right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Israel Pineda is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out.
Hey, looking back, 0-1 now. we got one out here.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And it's fouled away. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there and advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Robert McKenna is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches. And ideally, he'd be closer to 27 instead.
The 1-2 pitch. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more of our All-Star Game coverage in a moment. Stephen Pettit will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
For the AAA East All-Stars, number 25.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The AAA West All-Stars jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Luis Benitez is credited with the win. Zach Ross only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. Our crew. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Buffalo Bisons and the Rochester Red Wings. It's baseball. It's the show, and it comes your way next.
Rochester Red Wings.
Clayton Beater, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. And please, Zach, what do you got?
Well, Matt, you hate to go in.
Now to the plate, here is Zach Ross as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
I'm so impressed with him and his ability to hit from both sides of the dish. I mean, we've all seen guys that do it, but really, they usually struggle from one side of the plate or the other. Not him, though. He's a true switch hitter who has a lot of success from either side of the box.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 2-1.
Ball 2. Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go, kid.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that field because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Now a changeup locks him up. Up next, Luis Garcia. 0-for-1 here in the early going. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single. Next up, Zach Ross, runner in scoring position with Sukan.
Right now, let's go, your pitch. All right, here we go, let's go, come on.
Now here's the first offering. Fastball right back to the mound.
Go hard, go hard, go hard.
This one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Zach Ross. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
High and deep to right center. Schebler will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1. Now at the plate here is Zach Ross. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on set.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Rochester Red Wings took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Clayton Beater earns the win, his second, as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Buffalo Bisons and the Rochester Red Wings. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. David Calderon will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Zach Ross, looking for better results than last night when he went 0-for-4 in that one. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready on 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Fouled away.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go.
The 2-2 one more time. This is skied into short left center. Avens is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs. Nope. Now at the plate is Zach Ross. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Here's the 0-1.
1-1. Hammer it that up there, huh?
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
2-2 the count. From the belt, the pitch. Robertson at second. Gamble on at first with 2 down. Pulled high in the air out to right field.
Dig!
De La Rosa will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Stepping in once again is Zach Ross. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Schebler is there, and he has it for the first out. And stepping in, Zach Ross, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, see it and rip it up there, kid. See it and rip it.
And he fouls this one off.
Come on, guy.
Fouled off. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. The next 1-2 pitch to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Face, get your pitch, huh?
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, to second for 1. But 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. So now into the box is Elvis Perez, rounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try.
And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Pitcher executed his pitch. Good sinker down and in. Got the hitter to beat it into the ground. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it as a pitcher.
Batting, first baseman, Dominic.
A bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. 7-1 the final score in tonight. Rochester jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. David Calderon notches his 3rd win of the year. Minor League Baseball on the show for you now as we present coverage from the AAA East. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the Buffalo Bisons and the Rochester Red Wings. It's
and
baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Red Wings.
Striding forward now is the DH, Zach Ross. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. Just got a piece up the line. That winds up foul. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That misses. 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And this is fouled at the plate.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Find the ball, find the ball, find the ball. The leadoff man is aboard. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6.
Ji-Man Choi.
Runners going. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Delmonico makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. And they get the double play. Next will be the designated hitter, Zach Ross. He singled in his first AB. He's set. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Ji-Man Choi.
Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row. They finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs.
Yeah, after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there. So next to hit is Zach Ross. Singled in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. Little slide step action there, Dan.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Right fielder is on the run, and this one scoots all the way to the wall. Gamble rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score, and they now lead by 2. And he is out at third. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Zach Ross. He doubled his last time up.
And I don't know if he's getting waved around by his third base coach right there, but either way, this guy's not a burner. So I think in hindsight, they would have been real happy if he pulled up at second on that one.
4-2 the final score today. The Bisons rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Tyler Alexander earns his 5th winner of the year. Tim Cate pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Time for baseball of the... Now into the box, Giselle Antuna. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. So, guys, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
Nicky Delmonico is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Gamble is right there.
I got it.
As he tucks this one away to retire the side. We've played an inning. So stepping in is Johan Mieses. And you can see great numbers over the past few games. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Johan Mieses becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. Drew Avens comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Popped him up. Choi has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So here is George Valera trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. And that misses 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
The 2-2 one more time. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Ready now is Jordy Barley. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. 0-1 the count.
Barley
pulls this one in the air out to left. Gamble comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. So the next to bat will be Elvis Perez.
Batting 8. The catcher.
Pitch is popped up. Choi waits on it. 2 gone. And now in the box, Dominic Oliver.
Batting 9. The
good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Now another 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the sub. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And stepping up is the shortstop, Giselle Antuna. No balls and a strike to count. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Now a little looper down the left field line. That's a base hit, their first of the game.
Hey, if this pitcher's going to live in the outer half of the plate, then you're going to have to dive out there and get it, and that's exactly what he did. Hey, that's a heck of a job right there, going the other way after seeing 3 pitches on the outer half.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. And he fouls this one off. Antuna aboard here at first with nobody out. To 2-2 now. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Gamble will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1, here's the pitch. In the air out to center field. Scott is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now it'll be Johan Mieses, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Fouled off. The 0-2 delivery. And a fastball called strike three, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit. And now here is Drew Avens, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Here's a hard-hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. That ball was smoked, but he's gone nonetheless to start the home fifth. Now here's the first offering.
Number 32.
Bases are empty, one man out.
Here we go.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Scott is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2. Now to bat, Jordy Barley flew out last time up. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Now to the plate, Elvis Perez will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell him get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. First offering.
The first
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today. Pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
1 out, nobody on. Ball 2.
2-2.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
When you're down here in the minors, it's all about honing your skills and getting someone to notice you. Well, I've been noticing this guy on the mound all game long, so I have to think this outing will go a long ways towards getting him some good recognition.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, it'll be Brett Netzer, and they could use a spark from him here.
Hey, this is where you go up there and you just focus on doing your job. Turn the scoreboard off in your head. I know you're down a lot, but you have to have one quality at bat followed by another quality at bat. Don't give any outs away. No ABs go unnoticed right here.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Driven the other way, but caught down at 3rd. And that'll take care of the leadoff man here in the home 7th.
Now batting.
Nicky Delmonico is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Next, it'll be Johan Mieses. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. No balls and 1 strike. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only one strike away from putting another 0.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings. Jose Alvarez will come on now. 4-2 the final score today. The Buffalo Bisons took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Zach finishes 7. The game's future star, David Parkinson, a left-hander from Virginia, will be your starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one.
So now to the plate, Zach Ross, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Yeah, Matt, he's so difficult to hit from both sides of the plate, but his eyes light up when he's hitting left-handed against the righties out on the mound. He's been torching them all year long.
Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Again, another foul ball.
Here we go.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up.
Come on, get here.
Adams will take care of him, and the inning is over. And now, Zach Ross. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Fouled away. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Into the box, Arden Pabst struck out in his first at-bat.
The catcher, Arden Pabst.
Grounded down the third baseline. He's got it. Throw to Robertson for the force out, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on no hit. Stepping up is Zach Ross. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And it's 1-2.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Popped up. And there's the first out. So next to bat will be Ryan Barquette, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at two. Robertson for one. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would have. Stepping in next, Zach Ross. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second, but that finds its way through for a base hit. And he'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Next, it'll be Ji-Man Choi. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Working for the punch-out and the offering. He swings and misses, throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second. Striding in is Arden Pabst, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Arden Pabst.
Now this is hit high and deep out to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The relay. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run will score on the play as well. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Worcester came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Kirk Capps earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Worcester Red Sox and the Buffalo Bisons. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Sam Wolf is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go at that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
The third baseman, Zach Ross.
Now here's the first offering. Zach Ross is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Dan, Dero, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they have to build off their win in their last game. They were able to break a losing streak. They were finally able to get everybody to relax a little bit. We were able to sit down with the manager pregame, and you can tell the stress has just come off them.
Now the 2-1. Grounder down the line at third. Reined in. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Zach Ross. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and here comes the first baseman, Chad Spanberger. This one's down to third. He's right there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Now at the plate, Zach Ross. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
A ball and a strike now. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Into center field, line drive, base hit. At the plate now is Ji-Man Choi. He grounded out last time up. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base.
Now batting,
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And the runner's breaking for third. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ryan Barquette. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. A swing and a ground ball to third. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Digging in will be Zach Ross. Singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them. What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Just got a piece of that one. Perhaps shortening up now will get the ball in play.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1 and 2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Demerit is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. 4-2 the final score today. The Red Sox took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Bruce Zimmerman earns his 5th winner of the year. Sam Wolf couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. Minor League Baseball on the show for you now as we present coverage from the AAA East. Tonight we wrap up this We've got baseball on the show. Digging in, the switch hitter, Zach Ross, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
I'm so impressed with him and his ability to hit from both sides of the dish. I mean, we've all seen guys that do it, but really, they usually struggle from one side of the plate or the other. Not him, though. He's a true switch hitter who has a lot of success from either side of the box.
Fielded cleanly. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. And inning in the books tonight. Digging in next, Zach Ross grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they can certainly roll too. With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Next to dig in, Zach Ross. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Zach Ross. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. He's set. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. A 1-2 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 3-3 game.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. The batter will be Travis Demerit.
Now batting, right fielder, Travis Demerit.
Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. One there. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Next to hit, Zach Ross. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. He's set and the pitch. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. He makes the catch, and they have come in here and finished off a 3-game sweep as this one is over. And it's a 4-3. Doing it, Matt.
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them.
Time for baseball. Next to hit is Zach Ross. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Zach Ross.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Wait for a good one. Try it, kid.
Strike swinging. Chased a high one there.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Next to stand in is Zach Ross. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Demerit's there to retire the side. So now here is Zach Ross. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Robertson over at second. Gamble on at first with nobody out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Smoke toward the hole. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. The throw to the plate. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run.
Love everything about that play right there. Nobody's at fault. Just great execution by the defense. I saw the third base coach waving him around, and I totally agreed with it.
He loses him on ball 4. Next up is Sam Hilliard. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground to the right.
All right, hold on right there.
For a base hit. In to score, the runner from third. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only 1 gone.
Now batting,
Next, here is Sam Lozano. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get two. The second for one, and he is out on the tag. So it's a run on 3 hits, no hit. Now to the plate, here is Zach Ross, singled in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. 1 run scores. And the runner from second is in to score. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Up next, Sam Hilliard. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to
hold
first.
On, hold it right there.
Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as this side is retired. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Zach Ross. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. 1-0 the count. From the belt, the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Strange Gordon calls for it. And that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 4-0 the score tonight. The Bisons took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Tyler Alexander earns his 6th winning decision in this one.
They left 14 men on base.
The game's future star. So now into the box is D. Strange Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Out in front of it, strike 1.
D. Strange Gordon.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Fellas, our visiting team, as they take the field after a scoreless top half, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully he passes the baton to this guy today, and he goes out and follows suit.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. To short. And there are 2 away now. Next up, Blaze Jordan. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. No balls and a strike to count.
Jordan.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certain.
Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, here is Josh Ockamy, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Hit down the line at first. Reined in. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now at the plate is number 12. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Count now a ball and a strike. 1-1. Hit to short. He's right there. Throw gets him. 2 down. So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And up next, it's the left-handed power threat, Matt Adams.
Matt Adams.
First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Brantley over to his right, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. So they breeze through this half of the inning. And stepping in, Austin Dean. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
McLeod has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. Now into the box, Travis Demerit, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. No balls and 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. And there's their first hit of the game.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
Arden Pabst is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
He'll try again, 1-2. Demerit, base runner at first with 1 out. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Hey, 1 down now, 1 down.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here's the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no error. Stepping in once again is Stuart Fairchild. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So stepping in is Blaze Jordan. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he lays off there, 1-0. 2-0. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. It seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far. Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue.
He's under it, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning. Ready now is number 12. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. No balls and a strike to count. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Now that the first
left
baseman.
side. Oh, a diving stop. The throw. He is out. So a really nice diving stop down there at third, and here it is again with Show Track. The stop is obviously great, but the arm strength on the throw is what impressed us. It's not easy to throw a ball that hard after popping up from the ground.
Now batting, number 0.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
Stepping in now, Austin Dean, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Travis Demeritte. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Fouled off. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away. So next to hit is Arden Pabst, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
A ball and 2 strikes.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here, take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a liner. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8 pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Dero, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate. Just enough for a base hit.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, D. Jordan.
Hey, here we go.
Into the box now, D. Strange Gordon, and it's fouled away. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. D. Strange Gordon goes down for the 2nd out here in the bottom half. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, down in the count 0-2.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. And now in the box, Blaze Jordan. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And it's quickly 0-2.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Ockamy. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Here's the first pitch. Number 12 stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Now time called here comes the skipper from the third base dugout, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight.
Now,
and that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Buffalo Bisons get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Jacob Barnes wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Adam Simber earns the save out of the bullpen, his 28th on the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Drive home safely.
Minor League Baseball is live and on. Striding forward now is the DH, Zach Ross, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 35 now on the... Ready to take his hacks again, Zach Ross blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
From the stretch. And that misses ball 1.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
2-0 now. From the belt, the pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. Hand is on his way home.
Make the turn.
And he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now. So the next to bat will be Sam Hilliard. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Runners on the move for second. Sent toward first. Leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. So here is Sam Lozano. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate. Hit high and deep to left field. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen.
Well, he was 0 in the series before that blast, so that's...
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Zach Ross. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Pabst has it, and the throw to first ends the inning. So a good bounce back inning here. 7th inning ready to roll, and digging in is the DH, the switch hitter, Zach Ross, fouled away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trevino has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. 8-4 the final this afternoon.
Bye.